How everybody doing today? Just got a few things that was on my mind. And sis, who I rode the train with for a minute yesterday. It was good talking to you, sis. Good seeing you. And sisters and brothers like you should get involved with the union. The crazy thing is the fighters and people who have real perspective about how we're being treated at MTA really don't want to be involved with the union. They so disillusioned about what's going on. They want no parts of the union. There are so many fighters out there and so many people who want to change the way things are out here. A lot of them I've never heard of these officers in RTL currently, but there are so many fighters out there, and we all got to get involved. That's the only way we're going to change things down here. So thank you, sis. Great conversation. Thank you. What's up, Craig? We asked you some things about a certain expertise that you have. What's up, brother? And thank you for helping me. That was always a pleasure talking to you. And let me just start reading these bylaws and this Constitution. I guess with this edict that the Local 100 E-Board put out on violence, we got to stand for something. We have to have a sense of right and be governed. What's up, brother? And be governed by what's right. We work at transit. It's all about rules. And if we don't follow the said rules, there's consequences. And laws and rules and what have you, and Local 100 Executive Board put this out about violence. And I'm going to read it again because Canela Gomez has to step down. Local 100 denounces any member or group of members who uses the tactics of deceit, bullying, harassment, intimidation, or violence to advance a political agenda. Any member or group of members who employ such tactics, are by virtue of this resolution on clear and unequivocal notice that their actions and notice are not condoned, approved, or ratified by Local 100 Executive Board or its membership. Is that true? If that was true, Canelo would be out of office. He would be forced to step down. And I hope when it comes to the E-Board, they stand by this. For the E-Board, for once, to show some integrity, to show that you're an independent entity that are not influenced by the top four or the office. Should any member or group of members violate the terms of this resolution on violence, they alone are financially responsible for any damage or physical harm they may cause, and Local 100 will not render any financial or legal assistance, which is a lie. They had a lawyer there when Canelo went to court. By this resolution, the Local 100 Executive Board establishes that principle expressed herein should be considered a working rule of Local 100. It's not, as of today, it's not, because Canelo Gomez is still in office. But I'm not going to that's all I'm going to say about the union today. Oh, let me say one more thing. The union, you're not in position to call anybody a liar. You're not. And the second thing I say about the contract, I'm not privy to the information that Trammell gets. And Trammell doesn't make this up. Management and folks in the union send Trammell information. Sometimes they send it, listen, that's Trammell's thing. He's a smart man. They send him information and he brings it to you. So, any information Trammell brings to you, that someone gave it to him. I wanted him to have it, be it in management or in the union. Everybody don't get along in the union. Everybody don't like what's going on in the union. There are men and women there of integrity who are embarrassed by Canelo Gomez's behavior and know that he's fracturing this union and it's going to trickle down to other departments. And he has divided, RTO. So that's how Trammell, when he disseminates his information. And I'm not going to talk about the contract. Let's see what got something in my mouth. Let's see what happens. Now, Local 100, get us a good contract. That's what we should be saying right now. When we see what after the negotiated contract, and the union brings it to us, let's see what happens. On that note, I'm not going to mention the contract, and I'm not going to mention anything. Let the union, right, do what they do. Let's see what happens. But don't hit Trammell when he gets information or somebody leaks something to him. That's not on him. You want him. You want some transfer. The transparency that you're going to get in regard to negotiation. You're going to get it from Trammell. And the people who feel that we should have certain information, we should be privy to certain things, they give it to Trammell. And Trammell, when he's feeling up to it, he gives it to you. Don't blame the messenger. So that being said, also, I saw something online about someone, a conductor. Something happened on the road, and his job is definitely he's at risk of being terminated or going to arbitration or being taken out of service at the very least. But then I understand that, passengers and riders and customers, whatever way you want to refer to them, get on Twitter or contact management about something they see or something they take issue with in regards to us. But why are we putting information out? Why are we making management's job easier? They don't need our help in disciplining us or trying to ruin our careers. They don't need our help. I don't understand. I've seen it since I've been here. Some of our brothers and sisters take glee, and those who do it are not my brother or sister, who take glee in something happening to us. Every one of us. Some of us have made mistakes, and fortunately, nothing happened. There was no consequences. Nobody got hurt, didn't delay service. But we know had somebody knew or somebody found out whatever happened, we might have problems. Everyone makes mistakes. Everyone makes lapse in judgment. Smart people do very dumb things. People will risk their whole careers doing dumb things. Bad judgment, mistake. We all do it on a daily basis. Maybe not at work, but we do it in our personal lives. We make mistakes. We fallible. So I don't know why. I will never understand why we put things that happen with us, car numbers, stars reports, very personal information, things that could jeopardize our livelihoods. Why we do that to each other. I will never understand that, ever. Because anybody, and I've seen it, anybody, this company we work for, could end up at labor relations. And I'm not even being gleeful about it. It's a sad thing when one of us is fighting for their jobs. It's a sad thing in talking to their wives and their colleagues, and they're scared, and they're confused, and they're hurt, and they don't know what's going to happen with their futures. So what happened to any one of our brothers? Yes, it's a lax in judgment. And it's things that they shouldn't do. We all know what our jobs is. We all know our responsibilities. But don't kick someone when they down. I remember, I think it was John F. Kennedy. We'd rather give darkness when somebody's down. We'd rather push them down and offer them any help. If somebody's disheveled or they smell, you'd rather say they stink than ask them, is there anything you can do to help them? Is there anything you can offer them? Any assistance in any way? So it bugs me out that management loves it. They don't got to do nothing. We do it to ourselves a lot of the time. And it ain't right. And it's wrong. And another thing I wanted to talk about, I saw a video about a supervisor. And this supervisor, I helped a lot of supervisors who are now TSSs and TDs, ATDs. And know this, if you have any discipline pending, it could be lateness, it could be operational, come to 2 Broadway and straighten it out. If they called you for your physical, and the only thing preventing you from getting your physical is a Dan that you have, you got the job, you got the promotion. So all you don't be stuck on the discipline. Take care of the Dan and and move forward. A lot of brothers come to Broadway and they're up for promotion and all that, and they're nervous about the Dan. Take care of the Dan. You can't move forward with an outstanding Dan. It's like a warrant. You take care of that regardless of what the trend. They don't care about. That's not the important thing. You want to get rid of that Dan and keep moving. So a lot of our brothers and sisters who I helped, who I know, who are now ATDs, TDs, TSSs, and who I'm very proud of. And most of them are doing great jobs and still the same people they were, who care about their brothers and sisters and ain't trying to hurt nobody. They're just trying to do their jobs to the best of their ability. There's one or two, I can name two, that I helped. They couldn't wait to go over to the dark side. And one of the sisters was very outspoken, very active at the meetings. She at rallies. I saw her at the rally at the Union Hall. But she's a dispatcher now, Far Rockaway. And I helped sis. I remember one day I got up, she had a grievance with a dispatcher, and she wanted to file the grievance. And I got up 4 o'clock in the morning. She's midnight to meet her. And I've helped her on a few occasions. And she get management. Now she flipping. I see on somebody got a video of her, that Triple SA at a meeting or something. And this ain't your house, some of you dispatchers. This is MTA's property. This ain't your office. It is your office in the sense of the word. But the rules ain't changing because you a dispatcher now. It bugs me out with folks get a dime over a dollar. Because sometimes money reveal who you are. A lot of us never been around no real money. A lot of us are defined by that. That's why I ask any dispatcher, ask anybody I work with. I don't fill out overtime slips. If I stay out there, it's probably because I like the dispatcher. And he asked me to do a favor. Or somebody's left on the platform and I'm standing out there till somebody come, till they get somebody to work with them on the plat. But I don't fill out no lunches. I don't do overtime. I don't do overtime. Because I'm not going to be defined one bit. And when I'm out, most time I have no sick days. I don't do 60%. I take nothing from this company. Because for me, the money here means nothing. I'm not saying I love money just like them next man. And anybody that know me, know I ain't no cheap dude either. But I know when I'm spending it, I budget. I know exactly. I don't go over my budget. And I try as best I can to live within my means. And sometimes that means without not having some things. But I'm happy with whatever money I make down here. I'm never going to be defined by overtime. And sitting around the dispatcher begging for some OT. Because I have a lifestyle that I can't maintain. And we know this company we're working for. Because a lot of us got to go back to the books. And make sure we are living within our means and budget. We got some tough decisions to make. Because Trans is trying to cut this overtime ain't going to be here forever. So you got to decide if you can live within your means. If you're making 80, and I'm not Susie Orman to give financial advice. We all grown men and women. But if you make 80, and then you wind up making 100, you should still live off that 80. Some people are living off 60 a year. It ain't how much you make, it's how much you save. But they know Transit is betting that these folks ain't good with their money. They also betting, to what I was saying earlier, that we're going to turn on each other. So many of us write G2s against each other. Won't say a damn thing about management. Because you scared. You don't want to alienate nobody because you want that OT. Calling the crew office, kissing their ass. Let everybody talk to you any way they want. For $1, I die and rot in hell first. And trust me when I say this to the dispatchers out here. Cut my time till the cows come home. I won't even write a G2 because you cut my time. I want the money back. You can have it. Do what you do with the money. What you do with the 70-30. Nobody knows what you do with the money. Nobody knows you do the time that you cut them slips that you deny. Transit saves hundreds of thousands of dollars with whatever the slips they deny. For nothing a lot of the time. For nothing. And these dispatchers who act like this is their money. This is their money. You're disgusting. You are. It ain't no way of putting. Use a house, Negro. There's no way of putting. There's no way of getting around it. That's what you are. You got brothers and sisters who will do anything for this company. Anything for this company. They don't care what the collateral damage is, which will be you. They don't care. You sick, boss? That's a fact. And I used to say that Tremel say some of these provocative things. Why are you saying that, brother? But I've come to find out that he's right. This is modern day slavery. And when I say modern day, they tweak it. They don't got to shoot nobody. Things they did years ago, they don't got to set houses on fire. They don't got to bomb anybody. Technology's made it easy for them to do the things they do. Greed has made it easy for management to do what they do. So, and petty manipulations. And I'm going to say, a lot of these supervisors, I feel sorry for you. You really think you balling out here, right? You really think you have the ability to ruin somebody's life, right? I feel sorry for you. And I mean that. But this company here, and let me say this about this company. And there's a story I'm going to tell you, not today, but you can bring down powers. You can fight Como. He was the head of TA. They knocked him out of the office. Elliot Spitzer, Hevesy, Sheldon Silver, Weiner. There's been CEOs that have been tossed out of the office. So you dispatchers and you superintendents, you think that you're immune to justice? And I'm saying this, whether I'm here or not, I'm going to change that. That disrespect drives me crazy. And everybody, I stand by what I say. I stand by what I'm saying. I'm willing, whether I'm at transit or not. This company agency has to be reformed. You got police departments where they got federal monitors. They did with corrections. This company has to be reformed. Either they know what's going on with us down here, this abuse and disrespect, or they don't want to know. Because when the hammer's dropped on management, on the TA, all of them are going to be scurrying. Heads are going to fly. I believe that these are human rights violations down here. I believe they're doing things that the world don't know. And let me say this. If your paperwork is right, and I'll tell you how I know this, and it's methodical, you know what rules are violated, what civil service laws been violated, what state laws have been violated, transit committing is violating all of those things. We are so used to it that it's normal. It's just normal. I was reading something about online. They're talking about when you're on board, what the dispatch can and can do. And for the record, you belong to the crew office. But someone said there was some discussion back and forth, and somebody said, just do it. Just help the dispatcher. Just let them disrespectful. Just let them disrespect you. It'll work out in the end. And that's where we at. I don't know what happened to our collective self-esteem that we would let people treat us so badly. That line, the Godfather. What have we done to be treated so disrespectful? Nothing but our jobs. And this company has to be reformed. The world, these agencies, they just don't know what's going on down here. They don't know what's going on down here. It's all under the umbrella of we have a job to do. We civil servants. This is our plot in life. But that ain't how it's going to go down. Like, again, I said one more time. Whether I'm here or not, transit ain't going to continue to disrespect us. And you supervisors, And there's all type of supervisors. There's grumpy supervisors. There's shy supervisors. There's supervisors who think to themselves, I did my job throughout my career. You're going to do your job. I can dig it. But we got people who think they got unchecked power, that they can do what they want and say to us. And sis, at Far Rockaway, you one of them. I will use everything, my will, my fight. And I will work with the 1 or 2 officers that know what they're doing. And sis, you think, and you know what happened with sis? Sis believes that, and she knows, well, I ain't going to say nothing about the union today. Let them work on the contract. But certain supervisors think because they couldn't make any headway with management, they say, well, if I couldn't get at management, how could any of my former colleagues get at me? And sis, I find you, sis, don't text me, don't call me. Well, if I'm at Far Rock where I see you, and if you ain't treating our brothers and sisters right, let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Because this got to stop. And I say it all the time. We're dying. We're dying down here. We're dying down here. They're killing us. They're killing us. And some of us is letting them kill us. Death by 1,000 bites. With your greed. And some of you, your cowardice. And I don't know what else to say. But they know it. Management know us way better than we know them. They know what we're going to do. They know that at times we're a flesh-eating virus. They sit back and say, basically, like, let them kill each other. Let them hurt each other. Let them diminish each other. That's what's happening right now. That's because they know what's going on. Because they letting some of these supervisors get away with what they get away with in buses, in subways, and throughout this ubiquitous, throughout the system, the MTA. Because in their mind, and I'll talk to you about that because I talk to somebody in the same position as Davey is. Same salary, same bonuses, all that. Mine is the bodyguard. And Davey know what's going on. Creslow know what's going on. Abdullah know what's going on. That person that has no respect for black people and us, Paul McPhee, he know what's going on. They know what's going on down there. They pretend and they don't want to know what's going on. Because the railroad's moving. The buses is on schedule. And they wouldn't care if that individual was the devil himself. The devil incarnated. Long as they moving these trains and these buses. And you know who pay for that malfeasance? And that apathy? We do. We get the bruise. We get disrespected. It's their GOs that's getting us assaulted. It's whatever things they enact. We got to deal with it. How many times you talk to a customer and they talk to us and I tell them, talk to right to Broadway. Send a letter to the governor. Send a letter to the chairman and MTA. You coming at you're assaulting us, berating us for the decisions they making up top at 2 Broadway, at 180 and in Albany. We are not here to be abused. We are not here to be disrespected. We're here to provide the living and provide the education for our children. If that's the route they want to go, to protect them, to nurture them, to raise them, to make them, to try to ensure as best we can that they have a better life than we had. That's why we do this. We do this to have some semblance of a life. And they make it hard for all of us. And this is a culture where this continues to go. It goes on so much that some of our brothers and sisters believe they deserve this. Or this is like I say all the time, is nothing that trans can do to them. Because all they say is, this is the job. I get paid every other Wednesday. If I went through it, you could go through it. That's how a lot of our brothers and sisters think. So that's all I wanted to say about this sister who is a sellout at Far Rockaway, who you think you're gonna came to the union I was always there for sis. And she's the last person I thought that will betray us. She's the last person I thought who think is her law. That y'all gonna abide by my laws. Y'all gonna do what I say. Damn the rules. Damn humanity. Damn decency. Damn grace. Damn the fact that I worked among you, a lot of you. And you get to die. You got nothing, sis. Nothing. Excuse me. All of y'all who think y'all got that little punk money y'all get. That little authority. Transit will discard you too when that time comes. So, we got to stand up for each other. And we got to stand up. We got to stand up. Because this company is killing you. And they're trying to take away. I don't know what they're trying to do with the medical. Like I said, I'm not going to comment on the contract or what's going on. Let's see what happens. Right this moment, we should all be rooting for the union that they get us a good contract at this moment in time. And we can, when we see what the end result is, then we'll take it from there. So that's what I had. That was on my mind today. I'm looking at my notes. That's it. And whatever I forgot, I'll talk about it the next time I do one of these lives. And everybody be safe. Enjoy the Memorial Day holiday. Enjoy it. Be safe out there. And this treatment that we getting is going to end. It's going to end. Everybody be safe. Love you and take care.